This is Pat Hammond from the Business Guild with the weekly newsletter for Monday, August 14th, 2023. How many opportunities have you missed because you weren't ready? Do you know? It's not a ridiculous question. We spend so much time with our heads down, checking off tasks that it's easy to forget about the big picture. This week, I'm talking about how to be ready for when opportunity knocks. Let's start with some basic questions. What would you do if 10 people showed up out of the blue asking to hire you? And I mean, like, forget about the happy dance. What would you do if 10 people just showed up like that? Do you have a plan? Can you even take more than one or two clients at the same time? It's a fair question. Along the same lines, what would you do if your content went viral? I mean, this is something we all dream about, but what would you do if it happened right now? Can your website handle it? Are you sure? Do you have a when I go viral marketing plan? I mean, it's kind of like winning the lottery. We may not be able to control whether a post goes viral, but we should have an idea of how we're going to capitalize on that 5 minutes of fame when it happens. But how do you do that? How do you set yourself up to be ready for when opportunity knocks? You may not be able to prepare for every scenario, but there are three things you can make sure you have on hand so that you are ready when opportunity knocks: time, money, and infrastructure. In many cases, finding more time is simply a matter of automating, delegating, or paying someone to handle repetitive tasks. There is nothing worse than missing an opportunity because you don't have the money. And I am not kidding about this. You don't want to be in that position. The easiest way to make sure you have cash on hand for those unexpected opportunities is to make it a line item in your budget. And don't worry if you don't have thousands of dollars today. Start putting aside a few dollars of every sale. And before you know it, you're going to have a nice little someday maybe fund. If you have a little cash right now, think about upgrading some of your tools and systems to newer versions that will do more. And don't be afraid to spend a little money. You also want to think about flexing your networking muscles and developing some key partnerships. Build a network of friendly competitors or people who offer complementary services, people who are willing and able to take your overflow if you need to hand off something or partner with you for a specific project. And finally, prepare for your best case scenario by setting up automations before you make your first sale. Nobody knows when opportunity is going to knock, but following these simple tips are going to put you in a good position to be ready when it does. Have a great week, people.